live on our YouTube channel.
Oh,
So,
shit. What's
Robbie,
up, YouTube? I hope y'all like the new angle. I don't know why I'm doing this, being this obnoxious guy tonight.
I love
is
it.
that
Do
a new?
it.
Yeah, you've had that angle before, though. I think
No, I like it. It's up. This is up.
Like, what's up, y'all?
up close and personal in there.
Up close
Yeah.
and personal.
You know, I like to get my inspiration from different film auteurs. I like to get weird with it.
Hmm.
I like it. I'm here for that.
Get-
I'm
getting
here for
jiggy
the
with
weird.
it.
Bring the weird. Right?
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Do you guys have like virtual VPN? And this is not an ad because
I don't
this,
know
you
what
know,
that means.
half the
No.
ads I get on podcasts are about virtual VPNs. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm curious because I've heard that if you have that, then you could just set your VPN to say that you're in whatever city you want to be in.
Hmm.
You know, like you could just say you're in Baltimore and you can watch the Ravens games.
Okay.
Because then if you log into YouTube TV, it's going to think you're in Baltimore or something like that. I don't know.
Interesting. I don't know what any of that means. VPN or all of the other words that you said. I heard the Ravens. I'm
It's
assuming
like-
it's football.
It's like all your internet traffic from a device is going to be routed through a server in like Switzerland.
Okay.
And then so only that company knows who you are when you go out and search and whatever. I don't know.
All right.
I'm not sure if you have to be more careful, but
And to do this podcast, is that what we're like? Is that the risk?
nope.
I need a VPN from Switzerland.
Nope.
All right, good. Because I'm not prepared for that tonight.
Okay. We'll get ready. No, we don't
Right.
need any of that.
Okay, good.
I was just curious about it. That's all.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll just kind of wing it and go into it.
I'm excited. I can't remember what I said. I said save it for the pod.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Well, I love the movie idea from Alex Jones. I liked it.
Okay, good. I can't wait to hear. I wonder if Manny has any questions. Where is Manny? Go on, you little bad girl. I know. It says we're live, but you can't see it on you. I need to refresh.
Say what? I can see us there.
Okay.
It's not showing Manny because
No, look.
I'm not sure.
It says 3 are watching now. Oh, here we go. Here we are. Chris wearing his contacts again tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it of you.
I'm trying to get used to them.
Good. Yeah, I think it just takes time.
Yeah. Oh, also, yeah, I had a bad experience at this cheap eyeglass place too.
Oh no. Yeah, want to hear about that.
Well, it's not that exciting, but
Okay. Well,
they made the glasses wrong twice.
like did you
ordered-
get what you paid for?
Yeah, I ordered like regular and then sunglasses. And both times I went over there and I went to a place that was convenient at the time, but not now, or just, I don't know. Or just I realized has terrible hours.
Okay.
Yeah, I went over there twice and the glasses were they weren't right. Yeah, they weren't right.
Interesting. Like you couldn't make
Yeah, and so the second time my son was with me and I demanded a full refund. Things got a little chippy in there.
Well, he has to see that eventually in his life because
Yeah.
then you have to be the person that does those sorts of things.
Yeah,
Kylie
the
says that
Gilberto.
she's the person that does it for her family. Like she's the
Yeah.
one that goes and says what she has to say at the counter. Like she's the voice. So sometimes you got to show your kids that that's what you do.
Well, Gilberto held his ground and he refunded everything, the glasses, but not the exam.
Okay, yeah, because you
And
have
I
your
was like,
prescription.
well,
you can
I
do it
was like, I
elsewhere.
think, I was like, I think you gave me a bad exam. But but the contacts they got me are okay, but the glasses were wrong. So it's just like, screw it.
Interesting.
I think maybe the exam was okay, but I'm not sure what happened.
Interesting.
No idea.
Maybe
So
you were getting someone else's
yeah, I'll
glasses.
just take the prescription somewhere else.
Yeah, Costco. I told you.
Costco. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you should use it for everything.
Yeah. We'll see.
What you doing, Robbie?
I just did a live post on Instagram. But ready when you guys are.
You ready to be a dad?
Yep.
All right, monkey's uncle. Get lens replacement surgery. You can possibly end up with better than 20/20 vision.
Who, me?
What up, Monk?
That's what he said. Monkey's uncle.
Hmm.
You guys ever going to tell me who that is?
Uh,
Trying to figure it out
Jaden's
for
friend,
me.
right?
Yeah, I think it's Richie.
Richie. Yeah.
Jaden's friend Richie.
Richie Sambora? No way.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly who it is.
The show's got some
Exactly.
range, yo. We got reach.
Yeah, holla.
But
All right. Manny, you joining us again soon? Oh, there
I'm
you
here.
are. Sorry. Okay. I was on the YouTube page
okay.
where there's like a few second delay. You weren't there yet.
Gotcha.
Now you're back.
Yeah, son.
Honey.
Just silence the phone.
I also wanna know, we'll give an update on next week's episode, but I'd like to ask Quana whenever
what you're thinking.
we can about her horror movie knowledge or history.
You know what? I am
Mhm.
so in, and I will tell you why. Kyle
Okay.
Richards is a housewife, and she's been in the Halloween franchise since the beginning.
What?
Yeah. So I have a
Okay.
lot of information.
Whoa,
What?
that's
Who
pretty
Richards?
Kyle Richards, she's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I already am going to bring it. And I might even watch the Halloween that's on Peacock.
Oh yeah, that's
Be
right.
prepared. I'm ready.
Oh, that's the most recent one, I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is that in the theater too? Is that a thing?
I
Yes, it
believe
is.
so.
Okay.
Halloween Kills.
Well, good. I'm glad that Peacock is stepping up. Right?
I don't watch any of that shit.
Okay.
None.
Yeah. I don't
None.
either, but
None. I don't know
What up,
why.
Ira?
I don't know why.
Are you not a fan of it or what?
Horror, not real. Like I can deal with like Walking Dead is like, but that's not really. I wouldn't think that.
I didn't even like commercials. Like this time of year, commercials are scary. I'm like, they have to be so scary.
Ooh.
Commercials for fentanyl Skittles to hand out to your kids, kids in
Yeah.
the neighborhood.
You
That
know what
too.
commercial is scary as hell? 1-800-CARS for kids.
Yeah.
I hate
Or
that
that-
song.
Well, there's that
Yeah.
one where Sarah McLachlan's gonna kill all those dogs.
Yeah.
If you don't send her money, she's just like, if you
Uh-huh.
don't send me money, she's like, I'm gonna kill these dogs.
Yep.
She didn't
Ira
say
says
that, but if you
hi.
read
Hi,
between the
Ira.
lines,
Hey,
Oh, my
Ira.
arm did the
what's
thing.
up, Ira?
Hi, Ira.
If you read between the lines, that's what Sarah McLachlan's gonna do
Yeah,
to those
Oh
dogs.
yeah.
Personally.
of course. Yeah. Manny.
Yo.
Yo.
I'm stuck over. I'm tripping out because I'm like looking at the YouTube thing on my pad, but it's delayed, and I'm thinking that that's my actual computer monitor, which is to my right. So I'm throwing myself off right now.
Yeah, it's
I'm
tricky.
making things so confused.
Ira's famous now.
Yeah, he
What
wants
up,
to know why he's
Ira?
never asked to be on here. That's
don't
interesting.
know.
Looks like
Well,
he's taking a turn like Kanye.
It's gone to his head.
Yeah.
It's gone to his head. Slow your roll, son.
Kanye's gonna be president too.
That would be pretty
Oh.
good.
Mm.
That'd be so
Where's
weird.
it at? Where's it at? Oh, oh, oh. Gonna have a night.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't even looking. He doesn't even care. I represent.
I'm looking at the
Yeah, I
wrong
don't know what's gonna
monitor.
happen to Kanye. Maybe him
Huh.
and AOC will get together.
Ooh.
It's funny, Beth. Oh, I'll save it for the show, but it's interesting that Kris Jenner's reach, if you will.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm ready whenever you guys are.
I'm ready. I've been ready.
All right. Go ahead, start recording the audio, Chris.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Three.
We'll have to have Ira. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll have to have Ira back on sometime soon. No.
Oh,
Damn
so
it,
Well, I don't
Ira,
know.
you're not even
Ira,
on the
don't
show. You're already
leave.
throwing us off.
Tom, don't
man.
leave.
say.
He should be spinning on our what's it called?
On the
Don't
happy
leave.
hour.
Yeah.
And then
Don't
also
leave.
just
Yeah,
hang
that's
out in
right.
the chat.
He's kind of late for the potty.
It's all right, man. As long as you hang out in the
They
chat,
say.
that's all that matters. So let's get this going. 3, 2, 1.
Good
Yeah.
evening, Endless Ranters. Welcome back for episode 124 of your Endless Ranters podcast. Thanks for watching, listening, subscribing. We truly appreciate the support. My name's Chris, and I'm one of your hosts for this evening. I'm joined by the one and only Robbie Spotlight. What up, Robbie?
What up, homies?
What up to you, homie? Quana is here. How you doing?
Good.
Good, good. And then there's the man with the plan. It's producer Manny. What's going down, mole man?
I'm just trying to get my smoothie on, dog. What's good with you tonight?
Sweet. Yeah. All right. What are you talking about?
What
You
did
got a fruit smoothie going on there? Like, you doing a cleanse?
No, we don't do cleanses. There is no cleansing in this house. How about
Oh my
that?
gosh.
Oh,
Yeah.
no?
Oh my
No.
gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pre-show happy hour. Manny's
Okay.
Perrier went straight to his head. Damn
It's
it.
hitting me hard.
I
man,
knew when
that-
he had a
that
40
Perrier.
of Perrier that we were gonna be dealing with whatever kind of
You're in for it now, motherfuckers.
Uh-oh.
I knew it.
Well, we just wrapped up a few minutes ago our second weekly
Annual.
pre-show Zoom happy hour
It was a
Endless
lot of
Ranters
fun.
podcast
Yeah.
session. Yeah, so thanks to everybody for joining us. We should give some shout outs to everybody.
Yeah,
Mindy.
Russ, Kylie,
Mindy.
Sean, Mindy, Jane.
Jane.
Yeah, that was
Dan.
cool.
Oh, Rich was there.
Yeah,
Kaz
Rich
showed
was in
up.
there.
Kaz,
Yeah.
Kaz told us earlier he might pop in and out.
Yeah. His
And
background
he's-
was amazing.
as he's cruising.
I want that background. I'm gonna buy a big green screen for my back wall.
That'd be sick, man.
He said he'd pop in and out as he's cruising around town tonight.
Nice. Nice,
was-
nice.
That's nice.
Is he out there cruising for a bruising? Be careful, Diane.
I don't know.
Streets are wild, man.
Cruising for just looking for anybody that's in need of physical therapy.
Or that, yeah. Cruising
You
for
never
someone
know,
that,
people out
received,
there.
that got a bruising.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Instead of being an ambulance chaser, you're like, you need physical therapy after that beat down.
Said
yeah.
ambulance. Ambulance.
Oh shit.
Just go straight to that part. Cut out the insurance and
Yeah, dude. Why complicate things?
All right. So tonight, we don't have a ton of stuff, but we got a few topics that I think are gonna occupy us. But thanks everybody for joining us for the happy hour. I don't know if we'll do another one after the show, but last week we did like a Zoom after the show. I don't know. We kind of ended late, so that didn't go too long, but we'll see. We'll see. So what's been going on with everybody? Y'all feeling good?
Feeling good.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially after the happy hour. I'm just saying, I'm maybe lubed up too much.
Oh, you're
but
feeling too good. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
Feeling
maintain.
tipsy good.
I'm gonna dude maintain.
Yes, please do. Please.
I might go
do
full
maintain.
Jaden, Gemini, full moon. Like it might get wild. Who knows?
You're
Manny,
you're
are
lubed
you,
up enough, Quana.
Are you still doing your drumming, Manny?
Yeah, son.
Nice.
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 And how about you, Robbie? Quana was asking you before we started, like, you ready to be a dad yet?
Oh,
Getting cranked up.
for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Do you have the
I'm-
crib set up?
No, no, I got this like half crib, sort of, but we don't have a crib yet. So we have one in mind.
A
I think that's-
bassinet? Do you have a
yeah,
bassinet?
yeah.
Okay.
We
I
got
think
one
a
of those.
bassinet is like,
Yeah,
I
that's all
think
you
our
need.
our kids like slept
Yeah.
in these like these bassinets that I think they retail for like $40 or like $50 or whatever.
Is that too
But
expensive
for-
for a bassinet?
No, this isn't even like a bassinet like you'd think. This is more like you can take it anywhere and like pick it up and move it, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like light and real
And
comfortable.
then it has like
for
a little wooden thing that it sits on.
something like that, or like
Yeah.
it just rocks a little bit. And for a baby
Okay.
that's swaddled, you just kind of plop them in there, and man,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're
Like, I think
super small.
Our
at
kids
first,
just
Robbie.
slept in those things for months. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a few things. I've already purchased a few things, but I did a Amazon
You have to put
baby
your wish list
registry.
in the group.
I'll yeah, if you guys don't
Absolutely.
think that's
Put
too
your
tacky.
wish list in the group. We'll make it like a
We have to do
Endless
a searches
Ranters
now. I think you
baby
just
shower.
you can just search like Target.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't done
Target.
a Target one, but maybe this weekend I did a Amazon one. Yeah, I mean I could put it on the group if it's not too tacky. Can I put on
Please.
a 56-inch screen TV on there as well?
No.
Yeah, we're
no.
registered at Brookstone.
Yeah.
What is it? We're registered at Sharper Image.
I'm gonna go register at the bank. So
This massage chair.
Pin cash.
Yeah,
Here's
exactly.
my Venmo.
yeah, so yeah, no, I'm ready. I mean I already know how to be a stepdad, so I think but obviously baby is something totally different, and a baby girl, obviously
This is your
totally-
own flesh and blood.
So your wife
man.
has experience, but did you go to any classes?
You know
Any
what's funny?
preparation classes?
We just got a phone call today about those classes, so I think I have to reach out because I didn't they called her, so I have to call them, and all the swaddling and all that stuff.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's very
Yeah.
important. You have to know how to
Yeah.
wrap your baby.
Yeah, exactly. No,
have
yeah, I
you
wanna,
have you filled up the kiddie pool in the backyard for the birth, or
yeah, exactly.
yet? Or are you gonna go, like
bathtub.
chicken out and go to a hospital?
I'm gonna chicken out. We'll see.
You know
What's
what?
fun? Our
My
doctor.
the lady that I
Uh-huh.
buy my oils from,
Yeah.
I've seen her have 3 children in a bathtub. It's amazing.
Whoa.
Amazing.
Mm.
Amazing. Well, I haven't seen it personally, but like
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
knowing
like,
that she's doing it, and then she has a baby, I just had my baby at home.
Yeah.
I've
yeah,
had 2 children, and I'm telling you right now, you need the hospital, you need the nurse, you need the drugs,
Yeah.
you need all of it. Yeah.
We watched
Not her,
all
though.
those before our son was born. We watched all those videos and documentaries, and there was one, it was like one was following the parents that were going to have their kid at home, and then they did, and then there was like a problem. There was a problem, then they had to call the ambulance. So
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, look at.
Oh hey.
Speaking of beautiful babies.
Oh, we had
Aw.
a guest drop by.
Nice. Love
All
it.
right.
This is the reason why people have to tune into the live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you have to
you never
watch the
know what's gonna
videos.
happen.
You never know.
Oh, I'm telling you, guys, in a few months, I'm gonna introduce the baby girl, and I'm gonna say, hey, say hi.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And she's gonna say
Yeah.
boop boop bop bop beep boop boop.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be so quiet. It's
Yeah.
so
Got a Robbie
calm.
spotlight tattoo.
Exactly.
Immediately on her thigh.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm ready. I'm kind of nervous, but good nervous. I need to learn how to do all that stuff and wipe. Wiping. I know how to wipe my own butt because I'm a guy. I don't know how to
Mhm.
wipe a girl's butt, so I'm gonna have to
Oh,
learn
boy.
how to do that.
Yeah,
With front
yeah.
front to back and all that stuff.
yeah.
And as far
Yep.
as stepdad, it's Friday. I promised the kid that I would get some McDonald's today, just today. And I actually tried to order an adult Happy Meal. I went to 2 McDonald's, and none of them had adult Happy Meals. And I'm like, what kind of society is this where I can get a 41-year-old male? I can't get myself an adult Happy Meal.
Wait,
What?
you can't just order 3 Happy Meals or some shit
Did
like that.
did Christian sit still for it? Like, did you have to order his food at the first one and then went to a second one, or did he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm here for this"?
No, well, I
'Cause
was
that's
kind of here.
insanity that you went through the drive-through and didn't order anything. Because I've had it happen to me before, but
Yeah. No, there's a McDonald's half a block away from where I work. So I said, you know what, let's go out of curiosity. I'm gonna see if there's I'm gonna see if there's if they offer that there, because I was just
Are they
curious.
supposed to? Is that rolled out in your area? I've heard like I don't know. I thought I saw like a joke headline about it, but that's real.
Kylie had one.
What do you
She
get?
had one?
What do you get out of there?
I think it's the same, and a toy that's just a figure, like one of those mascots. What is it, Grimace and Birdie? But they have 4 eyes for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because everyone's on drugs, and we see 4
Hey,
eyes.
So it's
I
not
think that's an
useful to an
attack.
adult.
Easy, Tiger, easy.
It's not like a pad or like a mini pencil or something like that. Like
yeah, or a sex toy.
it could be one of
or
those collapsible cups. You know what I mean?
collapse-
Like
or a
got the, and you
collapsible.
pop it up.
My grandma had one of those for taking pills.
yeah,
It's so good.
yeah.
That's so handy.
I mean, I would do a collapsible butt plug. You just extend it, and for the on the go,
Of course.
Yeah.
I think
Wow.
I
It
think the
was so
purpose
big,
of
Robbie. Like,
Yeah.
I think the purpose of a
that's
butt
crazy.
plug already has like on the go implied. You could just keister and go on with your day.
oh no,
Yeah.
you guys.
Well, depth is important to this man. So
Wow.
obviously.
def
I'm
for
out.
sure.
Living that life.
Monkey's
alright.
uncle says this is a real Hallmark moment, you guys. So
well,
And
good
you're
luck,
here for
man.
it.
Thank you.
I think the earlier days are easier days. I think
Yeah, I guess, right? I don't know, but I hear the whole sleeping thing. I might wake up at 2, 3 a.m. I already wake up at 4 a.m. for work.
yeah.
But the bad thing, of course, is if I'm sleeping at 10 or 11 at night or 12 midnight, and then I wake up. But I like I've told people, I'm gonna do what I have to do. I might
you just
complain.
don't get a lot of sleep. You don't get a lot of
they
sleep.
still do but it's a period where they still do sleep most of the time. Their needs are fairly simple. It can be fairly simple, like fairly straightforward.
Yeah.
And then
Robbie, do you get any type of paternity leave?
I do actually. Okay, for everybody out there, I don't know if this is just a California thing, but so I talked to my HR lady. She called me. I emailed them, and she called me back. So she said that I'm allowed 12 weeks. However, only 8 of those weeks are paid. So it's fine. I'll take what I can get.
I
Yeah,
can't.
I'll
Do
take
they call it paternity leave? Were you like, I'm offended? Did you tell her you were offended?
Yeah, I did. I don't know. Monkey's uncle said get a night nanny. Well, any, DM me. Any night nannies out there, DM me. I'll think about it.
Yeah, sure. He's just wanting people to slide into his DMs.
Yeah,
The uglier the better.
Yeah, if you look
Yeah.
like Rebecca De Mornay from the Hand That Rocks the Cradle, remember that?
Yes.
Hit me up.
Okay.
There's a throwback.
I know. I'm like, that's dated.
That was a terrible.
Well, just
movie.
at that time, they can't really go anywhere either.
Yeah.
Like, they can't get lost. They can't crawl away. There's like, they can't stick their hand in anything that's going to hurt them.
True.
It's the
So-
easiest time. It'll feel
Yeah.
like the worst time, but it's
Mhm.
the easiest.
Yeah, it is like
Yeah.
and like after like that passes, you'll be like, oh man, it was much better when like.
Well, yeah.
But then they enter a period where you just put them in like a cage on the floor. Like we just had this big octagon thing.
I know Chris likes kids in cages, so I guess
He's
Chris
from
likes
Texas, Robbie.
Not all
He has
kids.
no choice. It's in his blood.
Not all of them. No. No, like an octagon, like a plastic octagon thing where like you could just put a bunch of plush things in there.
Octagon.
They really can't get hurt.
I can
You've
see
seen
Chris.
somebody breeding
And they can-
puppies. It's
they
a
can
lot
stop.
like that.
Yeah,
Chris,
exactly.
You have twin girls. Did you have an octagon where you would like have one fight the other to the death?
No, they love each other.
Okay.
No.
I think they fight against the boy.
Now, when I
CJ.
put that rooster in there, like shit got wild.
When we
You
release the
gotta put the
bees.
blade. Don't the roosters have blades on their feet, on the back of their
Yeah,
feet or something?
on the talons.
These do.
Yeah, talents. Yeah.
Yeah, these do.
And then your
Sharp,
girls
sharp,
just don't.
fall down their beak.
Yeah. Well, you
You know what
don't
I
you don't
mean?
cut their
In a
fingernails.
humane way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got I guess 8 paid weeks, and you don't, from what I've read and heard, you don't have to take them all at once, but I think you have a certain amount of time. So we're gonna have to play around with that with our schedules. Thankfully, her parents are coming into town to help out as well. So I don't
Yeah.
know. It's something. I'll take it. Why
I
not?
think as a dad,
Heck yeah.
the move as a dad is like you'll like go to work, you'll do so much while you're awake that you'll be able to get like 6 hours.
Oh,
Bobby,
that's
I
fine.
feel like you should take the time in the beginning with her because that I think is the scariest time, right? Like that's the time when you need somebody, you need support the most. You guys can sleep
Yeah.
opposite each other. Like, don't stretch it out.
Yeah, I think
I don't think with his mother-in-law.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Maybe you should take it later. Oop.
sleep with
With the
my
newborn.
mother-in-law.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. No, you
Well, he
might
had said
never
they were,
touch that
she was coming to
baby.
town, and
It's a different kind of movie.
you were saying they should cuddle a lot and stuff, spend a lot of time together.
You're right.
Yeah.
Chris is right.
Now hold up
Yeah.
your newborn and like blink Morse code.
Yeah.
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 So
boy.
You talk
excited.
to your daughter in the womb.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I
yeah.
do. I talk to
Oh,
her.
that's so
Mhm.
sweet.
I rub the belly, and then I do feel the kicking or the punching. But I do talk, and every now and then I'll sing. I'll sing some songs,
Oh, cute.
and I try to put my mouth next to my wife's stomach so she can hear the my voice, or maybe some
You're
vibrations or
speaking of the
whatever.
belly button.
Yeah, right. I'll put a
Is this
little
not is this not obvious?
funnel. It's well, the doctor said
That's what
put
it's
a
there
funnel
for.
down there, and then talk like this. And
Yeah.
Mm, I
That's
think
just
she'd probably
science.
just
That's
rather
good
hear your
science.
voice. She'd probably just rather hear your voice than a robot.
Are you
That
gonna
sounds kind of scary.
play
Like,
music
I love you.
yeah.
It's
for
scary.
the baby?
Yeah.
I put some. You know what's funny? I put my like a month and a half ago. I put my phone on some Spotify and put the phone on top of my wife's stomach. But then my friend said, "What are you doing? That's like waves and ultraviolet, or what
Now
do you
your
call 'em?"
baby's on the grid.
Yeah.
You just good job, Robbie.
Yeah. 5G straight into your baby's brain.
Siri's like, I detect another heartbeat.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm excited. There's the Kids Bop lullaby songs and all that stuff. And
Luis has all of the playlists. Luis
Right.
Maya. Shout out to Luis.
Luis,
The Kids
I'm
Bop.
yeah, I'm gonna have
The
to
Sup,
get
Kids
Luis?
Bop master.
Why
I'm
does
gonna
he?
have to
Oh,
get
that's right. He
those.
babysits, or
No,
why,
no, no.
why does he
just
have?
rocks? He loves.
Oh, it
Kids
just
Bop.
likes it. Okay.
Yeah, he'll take over the speaker at any of the Ace Hole houses, and Kids Bop will be rolling.
Start playing.
I've heard
Yeah.
I've heard of my fair share of Kids Bop, like certain like they'll cover like Katy Perry songs or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, this sounds better than when she sings it, or the same. Like it's like the same.
Wow.
It even sounds better because there's like all their songs sound like there's like 8 kids always singing at the same time in Kids Bop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they change the language. It's actually funny, and I love it. But yeah,
Or
Yeah.
like there's some weird ones like really popular songs that sound different.
yeah.
Like,
full on popular
what am I
songs
thinking?
that
Who are the
sound-
guys?
that are
Who are
Kids
the
Bopped?
who are the brothers?
Jonas Brothers.
Jonas?
The Oasis.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Oasis.
they'll do like an Oasis song.
Yeah. yeah. Oh, fuck.
It's like, what is this? What? Oh,
Oh,
this,
the
this is
Gallagher
catchy.
brothers.
This is
There you
catchy.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Noel and Liam Gallagher.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Do they do rap? I hope they do some Kids Bop rap.
think
Robbie,
that-
don't
I know
pretend
they
like you
do.
haven't heard Luis's mixes.
Oh, I've heard it. I've heard
Yeah.
for sure.
You just can't remember which ones. I
I
wish he was
know.
on. Where's
He was just
Luis?
overwhelmed by the amount of them that he can't remember which one
Yeah.
was his favorite.
Well, hopefully Luis is joins us next Friday. Hopefully.
Yes,
Um,
that's right. We can ask him about his Kids Bop playlist.
Yeah.
That'll be perfect. What a segue.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. You want to talk about that for a second, or what?
Sure.
We're gonna
yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty much
next week.
I think next week, right? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
So looks like I believe
10/21.
10/21, October 21st. Looks like the film duo, Angie and Paul from A&P Productions and A&P Films, directors of Slash Lorette Party movie, and also the up and coming Murder Size movie, Slasher Flicks. They will be our guests next week. So on the October 21st.
Is that going to be next Friday, or are you going to do another show with them too? Like more, or they're just going to come on next Friday?
I
just
think
next
they're
Friday.
going to come on next Friday.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
All right.
They are actually a friend of the show, Luis. He's been in one or a couple of their one of their movies, and currently they've been filming the second
Slash Lorette
one with
Party.
Yeah,
I got
there
my
you go.
signed
The
copy
Blu-ray?
right here. Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Nice.
Signed copy.
Yeah, that's right. I've got mine a few feet away from here. And yeah, we're gonna interview them. We're gonna have them on. They're big horror movie people, and
Plus, it's spooky season. We got
it's spooky season. It's October.
Yeah.
Halloween's coming up, so I'd love to pick their brain on just their filmmaking style, what their inspirations are, how Luis is as an actor, because he's a friend of the show.
Yeah. Is he like a diva? Real diva?
Oh
behind
my
the
God, I
scenes,
bet he's
you
a
know?
diva.
Really get the skinny.
I
Yeah.
bet he's a diva.
Maybe
Mhm.
like what's on his rider?
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Like 24 Kids Bop nonstop. Like if that
Yeah.
shit's not playing, he's out.
Only green M&Ms, a bowl
And
of
not
only
just in
green.
his trailer, everyone's trailer.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Skittles must be 50% fentanyl.
Speedos. He's got to have
As-
Speedos available.
Exactly,
for-
Speedos.
Photo shoots.
Yeah,
Well, that'd be fun. I wonder if they've ever heard of or seen the 1970s horror movie Warlock Moon.
Oh.
You know what? We'll ask them because
Yeah.
I know they're
Save it for the
into
show, Chris.
they're into the obscure.
That's all I was going to say.
Yeah,
I was
so-
actually done with the conversation. I'm not even sure why Robbie. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, for
Yeah,
those
we'll
who
ask
want
them.
to hit them up or follow them, or hey, have them, be excited for next week's show. There, you can find them at A_P_films on Instagram, and yeah, let them know they're excited. You're excited to see them on the show. So looking forward to that.
Cool.
Love it.
Yeah, horror movies and stuff like that. Quana, are you a big horror movie person? Do you watch them? Do you get scared? What do you?
I used to watch them when I was younger. I used to read scary books. I was super into scary stuff. I even watched American Horror Story like the first couple seasons, but
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Oh
like
shit.
like everything is like darker. Like it's just like shifted into something that's just too dark for me. Like I feel like my spirit can't absorb it. It's just too much. And I'm
All those
scared. Like
weirdos.
it literally scares me. Like
Mhm.
even the commercials, I'm trying to watch like a Bravo show, and in between there's previews for Halloween. I'm like,
Yeah.
this month is like full of scary commercials.
Does
So-
it? So
Smile? Have you seen the commercial for Smile? That's
I watched that
terrifying.
fucking movie and it terrified the fuck out of me, dude.
I'm like,
That-
"Ooh."
oh,
Is
Yeah.
that the one that people are getting sick to?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know about
that's the
getting
Jeffrey
sick.
Dahmer one.
Oh,
no,
The doc-
that's
No.
No.
Hold on. We're talking about 2 or 3 different things, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Are we
Smile
now?
is one, but there's another horror movie that I've seen headlines about. People are actually getting like having physical reactions to it. It's so scary or something.
Chris is talking about this movie called Terrifier 2.
oh, yeah. Well, that's
Oh, okay.
expected because that's like very heavy on the gore.
It's like a
Yeah.
snuff film or something.
No,
I-
it's like a subgenre of horror that caters to a specific crowd.
It does.
Okay. And then
I-
Quanta was talking about a third something else.
They're saying like the Crunchy Moms are saying that the Jeffrey Dahmer thing like is
Oh, the Netflix show.
yeah,
Yeah.
that it's making people feel physically ill. Kylie even mentioned that it was making
Yeah,
her feel
my
weird in
wife-
her stomach.
My wife said that like the first few episodes were just like horrifically gross, like really, really
Yeah.
really horrible. And then
Ever
it got in more into the trial and like maybe his life or something. But yeah.
Yeah, Netflix has gotten really weird in the past couple years since
I didn't
the
really
Obamas
watch
got
it.
added to that platform.
Yeah, I didn't really want to watch it. I mean, I'm not against those types of shows, and I watch my fair share. But like on that one, I was like, I know what happened.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I think what's about to happen is like show is going to be really popular because it's like Ryan Murphy too, and it was like
I
big.
don't know who that is, and everybody's saying he's hot.
did
He's
Nip
not really
Tuck.
hot. Is he hot?
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, Nip
I don't know.
Tuck. People
He
love that
did
show.
Nip Tuck a long time ago on FX. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And is it also
So it was like highly touted for
American Horror
Netflix.
Story?
Yeah.
Probably,
Gotcha.
yeah.
okay. So
Um,
he's a writer, right?
Believe
Probably,
so.
yeah,
Producer. Okay.
And then
yeah.
all of a sudden, like there's a
Oh,
bunch
the
of like,
writers, the Nip Tuck.
there's a
not the
ton
actor.
of there are a ton of Netflix. There's a ton of documentaries now that are in everybody's feeds. I'm sure about Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
You know,
Which they have been. I mean,
which they've already
they
that have already
highlight a
existed.
couple
Yeah.
serial killers, and they don't. I mean, there's a lot of them that aren't highlighted, but they have a few that, for whatever reason, they just put them out there.
They're
You
going to
know
start
what's-
recycling them too. Mark my words. They're going to be like they're already
Yeah.
recycling Dahmer the story because it's gets eyes and clicks and all that. But there's another one where there was a Canadian couple, like blonde couple that was like I first saw them in like I don't know like 10, 15 years ago on like a 2020 episode, you know, or like what was it? Whatever NBC had with like Stone Phillips. And they would like, you know, they like lure other like girls in or whatever. And like, they were just serial killers. Right. But it's like an old story. There's documentaries made back then, but now like they're back in the headlines because there's a new documentary about it.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just like, oh, they're just going to recycle these people. Like,
Yeah.
Well, it's funny.
Yeah.
I saw this news article about this woman. It was a black woman who killed this older white lady who was her landlord. She, I guess, cut her into bits, and you know, I think she put her in her fridge or something like that. So now I was reading the comments about how, yeah, you got Dahmer over here, Dahmer Jr. done it. Okay, there's been plenty of people who have, you know, cut up their friends or moms or landladies.
Who have you
Yes.
been hanging out with, man?
We don't need.
I mean,
we
who
don't
doesn't know?
This is not new information.
It-
Who
it's
doesn't have
not
a
new.
deep freeze in their basement
It's not new.
Filled
with a
with
pa- with a
doesn't
pa-
buzzwords.
with a padlock, of course,
Yeah,
because rats, you know, rats.
yeah,
Yeah.
Who doesn't
Rat
just give
farm.
into the wildest impulse to chop people up?
yeah.
The Jeffrey
Speak-
Dahmer special. I don't know if we talked about it, but like what I noticed in the first episode that I kind of was like half paying attention to, and then I stopped. Was like how close of quarters they were, like in this apartment building. It was like not like an apartment building that you'd think of nowadays. It was more like a motel or something where you just had a bunch of like square suites, like maybe
Mhm.
like a real like a
Door,
studio, like
door. Yeah.
yeah, like they were really close. I guess that's one reason they do the docs now and the shows, because I remember when I learned about it, like I just pictured a house
Oh,
Mm.
right.
like that, you know, like this just happened in a house and like the neighbors were, you know, like physically, you know, like 20 feet away.
Yeah.
But no, they were just in the hallway.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even in the end apartment by the
No.
stair.
Yeah.
That part, I guess, was kind of a little bit surprising.
I've always been fascinated. My grandma's best friend, who was our aunt, Big Red is what they called her, was killed at the time by the East Side rapist.
Ooh.
He later became the Golden State Killer, but he was the East Side rapist when I was a kid. So I was probably
Mm.
like 5 or 6 when that happened. And like, I've always just been terrified to leave my windows open and like
Mhm.
just so fascinated on like what makes somebody do that. Like
Yeah.
reading the creepiest books at like 13, like always just been so fascinated by it.
I've never lived in a city or town where there was a serial killer.
We've had
Yeah, I guess if
Sacramento
you-
has
yeah,
more per
yeah.
capita because we also have Dorothea Puente.
Yeah.
She was there's a Netflix
Yeah.
theory about her too, or a story about her. We've had a couple. It's not just one. We've had a couple.
Yeah.
There's something
guess
in the
there's-
water
yeah.
up there.
I know. Mm. Yeah.
I guess it's just kind of luck. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe
Not
a
really.
curse.
luck.
I say
Now
this
you got
is a
me
curse,
thinking about-
Chris.
Yeah.
Now you got me thinking about that show, Mine Hunters.
Oh, I love that show. It's so
I
good.
enjoyed that show.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
wife and I were watching that now. I've seen it before, but we're on like we're on the second and last season now.
Nice. It's a
But
good
yeah,
one.
it's really I don't know. It's like it's visually like there's not that much going on, but it's very suspenseful.
Yeah.
Like I can't really when I try to describe the show, it's like
It's filmed so beautifully. The filming of it
very,
is
but it's also
beautiful.
like really subtle. Like,
Mhm.
there's not like any real action. I guess
No.
there's a couple scenes, but
If you
just a
think
lot of
about it while you're
dialogue. It's a lot
watching
of
it.
dialogue and a lot of dialogue that's really interesting and gripping, I guess I'd say. Yeah.
If you think about when you're watching how it's filmed though, like the light is beautiful,
Mm.
the angles are beautiful, like the cars, like everything is, that show is so good. It's really a great show.
Yeah. I don't really, I have a hard time appreciating that kind of stuff, but I know what you're saying. I just noticed there's no shooting. There's no shootouts.
Yeah.
There's no car chases.
Yeah.
Like, there's barely any cursing and
Yeah.
yeah.
The actors are really good too.
No one's getting shot in bulletproof vests,
Yeah.
and then jumping up and run and then chasing the perp.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Mhm.
But yet somehow it
but it's still a
manages
good show.
to- Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, don't worry about it. That's
No
basically what I was
fear
gonna
box.
say.
It's still a great show.
Yeah.
Maybe season 3 will come back and they'll,
They said before 2020, because the guy that plays the serial killer from the second one, I can't remember.
that's the BTK.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was on, he did a podcast with the My Favorite Murder Girls, and it was before 2020, and they said that they were filming a third season, but I think because of whatever happened that it maybe got put on hold, but he said that they were
Yeah. Oh, that would be amazing.
yeah.
I guess that guy's kind of Jonathan Goff is the main actor. Wasn't he like Chris? He was in like Disney movies or something, or he's known for something, maybe on stage.
Yes. Oh, the main cop, the angry grumpy cop.
No, not the older guy, the younger guy,
Okay.
Daniel or
Hmm.
Holt, whatever his name.
Holden.
Holden.
Yeah.
Hold on, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I think he's from theater.
okay.
And I wonder if he's like he's like a Disney singer, like in one of the big animated movies or something.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he has
Interesting.
a big role in Lyle Lyle Crocodile, you know.
That's how I got my wife to get into it, because I said that I knew that he was in theater. She goes, she likes that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So I guess
Right.
she's seen him before, and he like sings and
Interesting.
Wait, this
But
is
in
a
this show- in the-
revelation.
huh?
Has
Yeah,
she
he's like
taken you
he's like a
to any shows?
no.
Okay,
Yes.
No.
that's the end of that.
I think she's thinks I'd ruin it.
Oh, okay.
For her. Yeah.
Yeah, but we got kids. They like that kind of stuff.
Right on.
Good.
Yeah, some mine hunters. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know how we
Hmm.
segue out of that. Just talk about TV shows.
Well,
what we're gonna
no.
what we're gonna. Oh, so go ahead.
Actually, I got a good seg. I was hanging out yesterday with a friend, and I had the Netflix going in the background, and it got me thinking about a weird hypothetical scenario. So, in case anyone's late to the party, Chris's son
Yes.
captured a shark earlier in the year.
Mhm.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Wait a
He
minute.
did. Yeah.
He did?
yeah.
Clearly, everyone on the happy hour was
Yeah,
unaware
yeah.
of that. Jeez,
Yeah,
Louise, I
200
didn't even know
pound,
about the
200
bees.
pound sandbar shark. Yep.
Chris, did you ever mention that to us?
Briefly.
Oh,
Briefly.
okay.
There's a few videos out there, but yeah.
So what if he took that enthusiasm to the next level, but he attracted the wrong attention because he either went harpooning for a whale or he killed a bald eagle, an American
Ooh.
bald eagle.
So like either he goes after a bald eagle or a narwhal, like one of
Yeah.
those whales with a horn in it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't know. I'd be like, how? Yeah, I don't know.
Because I mean, you're gonna
The
piss off a
bald,
lot
he
of people with
wouldn't.
that.
He would never do the
either.
bald eagle.
No.
Like maybe what? No, actually, he's pretty. Like I don't think he wants to do that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't think he wants to. But
Killing
I'd go with the
species.
whale. I go with the whale. You know what I mean? Because you could give it to like some Native Americans or some Eskimos.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
You're allowed to say that. Eskimos. Is that okay?
No,
I
that's
don't
a
know.
racist, Chris.
Yeah, I don't think you can say that.
No,
For real? Oh, I was like, I was half kidding.
they're called igloo people.
Inuits. Oh yeah. They make a mean cooler.
Yeah.
Make a mean cooler. Those people.
Oh boy.
What were we talking about? No,
You had
yeah,
some
a
Alex
whale.
Jones thoughts.
a whale, because you could like make candles and stuff, soap,
That's true. You can use every part
guitar
of a whale.
strings,
Yes.
strings.
Wait, from a whale,
Really?
really?
I'm just like a piano.
He's spitballing.
Spitball. I got you. Yeah.
Thinking of like
I've seen a bald
Flintstones.
eagle. They're pretty majestic, and I don't think that,
Yeah,
like they're big. They're really, really big.
I've seen them many times. They used to have them on like when I lived in Florida, I played golf a lot, and there would be just bald eagles out on the golf courses. Just
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mine was at the fair, and it was like attached to a thing. It was sad, but it was so big and majestic. It was
Yeah.
like, wow,
be
that's
like, all right, everybody, get out your driver.
a
Get out your driver and put a $20 bill down. No,
We have turkeys out here.
they're protected, so yeah. I mean, I don't.
I
Yeah.
think the purpose of that game is just to see if we get closest without hitting it.
Of course,
Of course.
Let's
I mean, why
go.
would they bet? Obviously,
Yeah.
Manny, it was for money. Hello.
I mean, if you hit it, then everybody's got to get out more than $20. You know.
I
No,
hear
the whale,
rom-com
because the whale is useful.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can make all kinds of stuff out of the whale.
Even the one with the horn, no,
Narwhal.
yeah,
Maybe
mean,
you
it's
could turn
not
that
like-
into a lamp. I don't know.
It's not like whales live forever. You know what I mean?
yeah. That's what I heard.
Some of them, yeah, I don't know. But I like that. I appreciate that. So yeah, I had a hypothetical that was sicker than that, if you can believe it.
Oh,
But
shit,
it revolved
son.
around one of these stories that's been in the news, and we were chatting about it recently in our little Endless Ranters podcast group chat. The Alex Jones. I'm not even sure what the most recent lawsuit was, because I know he's already lost lawsuits. He already owes a lot of money, but the last one was for like $965 million. So let's just round it up to $1 billion.
Good Lord.
He owes $1 billion to the families, because just to set it up, like he back during this this school shooting, he said it was a hoax. It was like staged to take away gun rights or whatever. Just a nutty thing to say, but he has a lot of listeners, and I guess so that was bad. That's just a dick thing to do in general, but I guess he's got listeners that also went and harassed the people, families, whatnot, which is which is again
That's
terrible.
horrible. Yeah.
Like, I don't, I guess it's kind of hard to say. Like, I don't know if he actually said like, I want my listeners to go and do these things, or like if he knew in his heart of hearts that would happen.
Well, can you predict how many crazy people are hearing this podcast? I mean, we just had Rich on our happy hour. Can we predict what's going to happen?
Yeah,
with
that's
that?
true.
I mean,
Yeah, he's bound to do something terrible.
I mean, he
He-
probably has more crazies than we would.
he should be jailed.
Absolutely, he has more crazy. He had to have been at least aware. Cross his mind.
That's kind of fair, or else you'd be kind of stupid. Like, it'd be kind of stupid to like be like, well, I have 100,000 listeners and they're all really, really sane, well-adjusted people.
So should you stop speaking into a mic because 4 crazy
No,
people?
not at all. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like, how much do you got to pay? Like, how much do you got to pay for being just a giant asshole? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how much is
That's-
that worth? And like, I don't know if like, and if that person, if he was like, said it about people that were like just grown adults that were just happened to be janitors at a janitor conference.
Right.
You know what I mean? That were like learning how to like, more efficiently clean up kids' yaks at school, whatever. And like,
Sawdust or cat litter.
I feel like, if he said things about them, like, they wouldn't be getting 965 or $1 billion,
Exactly.
So it's like,
Yeah. So does
There's
that
some
mean you
weird-
can't
there's
say
a lot of
anything
weirdness to
about
it.
protected species or protected races or protected? I mean,
yeah.
where is the line? Is it a slippery slope guy kind of thing?
I try to imagine like on the other side of it, like the parent, like I can kind of imagine the anger to where this happened to you. you realize, you know, full well that he didn't do it, but like, you know, I mean, I don't, you know, like it sounds horrible, but one of the cases was one of the people went and harassed the family and like peed on the grave of their child.
Bro,
And
that's fucked up.
yeah, yeah, and like
Yeah,
and like
that's-
and people are like threatened to like dig it up. Right.
What?
So
Oh, because
Yeah.
they didn't believe that it was real.
right.
That's
right,
just
right, right.
nuts, dude.
That's
Come
crazy
on.
people though. That's not
It is
like,
crazy. Yeah. Like
yeah.
they didn't, I'm not sure if they tried, if they like, I really have zero idea. For all I know, they were caught, tried, convicted of
Right.
whatever,
Hopefully
and
something horrible.
went to jail, or
Right.
they've also been sued and they also owe $1 billion. Cause that's kind of where I'm at. Like, all right, you know, he doesn't
Yeah.
have that much money. So you're suing him and awarding them more money than this guy has. Well, then like the jackass POS that has nothing, that actually did the things, like, like sue them for,
Yeah.
$1 million,
I have
because
I have a
I
theory
don't know,
as to how he's
I
gonna
don't,
pay
but I
it
don't
all
know. Maybe
off.
they did. Maybe they did, and maybe,
He's just in
um,
like a line of people that got sued over.
yeah, or maybe like it's all targeted at him because he's the one who did it. And there's kind of an element of like powerful people that are lawyers that, maybe contribute to this,
Yeah.
pay for part of it or whatever, that would like to shut this guy up and like make him be more careful about what he says.
Yeah. It's interesting though that, I used to be on Rogan a lot, and that was before I listened to Joe Rogan. So I haven't, there's no backlog of it because apparently they've been taken off the internet or whatever. You can't listen to them because they're harmful. But I've seen things on TikTok where he's talking about things that have, maybe happened, like the Bohemian Grove stuff. And maybe he's uncovered some things that they need him to shut the F up. And I don't think what he did was right. And I don't think that he should, it is interesting, the Sandy Hook stuff, like the Gabby Petito girl was in the Sandy Hook video. Like there's some weird stuff, but I just think that the media and the government kind of, is kind of creating a narrative in all kinds of things from these horrible things that happen, like the Vegas shooting. We never found out anything, but if you've been in a casino, there's millions of cameras everywhere. You can't even smoke, I'm just saying, like there's
the
it's
just the total
interesting.
absence of information on that case, that Vegas show, that's real weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and then it's just like, yeah, that one just went away. That one
Yeah.
just went away. Like you don't really.
They all just
Yeah.
go away, and
Yeah.
it's all like,
Well,
the
there's
timing is
sometimes
always
there's like
so
tributes
weird.
at least,
Yeah.
like anniversaries, especially when it's like kids involved. But for that one, I'm sure there
Yeah.
were kids. Like that was like a family concert event. I
It
don't
was
know
like a
what that
country
was.
western something, right?
Yeah.
Like
I think it
a-
was a country festival, music
Yeah.
festival, something like that.
That was weird. But then at the same time, it's like, I sure hope there was something more going on, because man, it's kind of scary to think there's just people out there that are just like, dum de dum de dum, normal life. Oh,
yeah.
I think I'll stock up and do a massacre. Like,
Yeah.
hopefully there's more going on. Like, I don't know.
I say, unfortunately, people like Alex Jones and Kanye West, some they might have some good points and good things to kind of bring up and kind of put out to light, so to the public, right? But then they have their other side that kind of their crazy side, that they'll spew things that probably are pretty dumb, or
Right.
all that stuff. Because I'm sure like Kanye might have some good points, right? But then he'll say some stupid stuff that he shouldn't say or do. I mean, whatever, he can do whatever he want, right? I don't like saying you shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that. You can do whatever the hell you want,
Right.
but you're just gonna kind of face certain
Alienate
consequences.
yourself, yeah.
I don't really listen to like Alex Jones or Kanye. Like I still haven't watched that Tucker Carlson thing. I fully planned on it. I guess I read parts of it, but like, I don't really, like know in detail all the shit they say or whatever. I assume that it's blown out of proportion because everything
It
every
always
time I
is.
do look into something, it always is, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
that he really didn't say that at all, or
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's
But,
so
like-
I'm just more fascinated by how the spectacle and like how people react to it, whatever it is. Like if you just go into a room of people and you hold up something, like whatever it is, like people are going to be looking at it,
What's
it could be
interesting,
like, it could be just, like a USB drive or something. People will be like, oh,
yeah.
just what is it? So it's just the spectacle and how people react to him, and like
It
how people
almost
are like,
feels
he's a
like
hero one day and now he's a villain.
I just think that there's a lot of people like Kris Jenner specifically is a very powerful woman. And I think that she
Yeah.
kind of will put her foot down. Bethany Finkel, was a New York housewife years ago, and she's the skinny girl margarita lady. And she's kind of grown a following on TikTok in the last probably 6 months. And she's a billionaire. Like she sold that brand for whatever, like she's got more money than she knows what to do with. She does beautiful things with her
Yeah.
Be Strong stuff. Like she goes in and helps where there's money that people aren't helping. Like I'm sure she's doing a big effort in Florida. Like she's kind of a great woman in my opinion. And she said something about the Kardashians, like enough.
Mhm,
And like
mhm.
she kind of said it jokingly but not jokingly, like enough. And it was after it came out that Kris Jenner had previewed 3 of the sex tapes, that there were 3 different angles of the Ray J Kim sex tape. And so she was just like, enough. And
I think they've gotten so big though that you could find out that it all started, that was just a total sham, and like they've gotten so big
got
that it
wished under this, it just got rushed
Yeah.
underneath the rug. But then all of these other things are just like, it's funny how it just
yeah.
I
Maybe
feel
one
like she has a
day.
little bit of
So
a say in it.
do you think one day they'll be found out and become pariahs, or
No.
yeah, I kind of think that the machine is too big now to where they could find out that they had professional directors and producers that made
Yeah.
the sex tape, and people
That's what they found out basically.
yeah, they're too big that like people are just like
Next story.
like
Next.
I've already invested. It's more like I've already invested too much time in this brand, these people, to where I can't like,
Yeah.
I can't shut, it's like,
But if you were to poll people, they would say that they hate the Kardashians, right? Like people would say,
they got
Yeah.
booed. Yeah. That's like, maybe that's like
Good.
the real power you're talking about, is like we can, we like Kris Kardashian has the power. Like, well, we can just bring you up and talk shit about you. Like,
yeah,
or like, I can
Wild.
just get one of my daughters to date you for a few months.
yeah, and ruin your
And
life.
then ruin your life on one level, and then we'll just say stuff about you that may or not be true, or just paint you in a bad light and
It would
ruin your
make you
life at
crazy
another.
if somebody had that kind of
Yeah.
power. It seems like she has just an awful lot of power.
Even though when she went to the Rams game, whatever, booed her, like she got booed at the Rams game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like normal people,
Yes.
are like, no.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I love the Kardashians. I'm not
Yeah, normal people are like,
I've
look,
watched
we're not
every
gonna.
episode. I've kept
Yeah.
up the entire time. So
Like normal people are like, all right, I don't freak out when I walk by my wife. I don't freak out when my wife's got the DVR full of Kardashian shows or whatever. And like,
yeah.
I'm okay. I'm not at Bravo protesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't
It'd
like.
be
I
weird
don't
if
write.
you were.
I haven't
be
sent
honest.
anthrax.
You don't go to BravoCon with the
Yeah,
hate Kim
no, but
sign.
I don't protest it. It's like,
Yeah.
that's fine.
They're not on
I'm
Bravo.
okay with
but-
we're okay with that. But it's like, if you show up and you're on the big screen at a game, like, we're gonna boo you.
Yeah.
Like,
The American people have spoken.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
okay with
my-
you existing and doing your thing, but like, just like.
Stay away from football. Does
Stay
that
out-
mean
stay
she's
out of her
dating
face.
someone? Do you know if she's dating a Ram?
I
No
don't
idea.
know.
I guess we'll see.
I don't know.
I have this, what's the word? Disdain towards Kardashians, all of them. Oh man.
You're
That's a
right there with
strong
that?
stance.
I
Damn.
know.
Oh, I just,
So strong, you can't get it out.
you know how Kanye, he would, and this is crazy also, he'll post their text messages, him and P. Diddy and all that stuff. Well, I was reading that I guess Kim a few days ago was saying, Kanye, this isn't right. I'm a Christian woman. I believe in God. And then like yesterday, I'm going through like Twitter or something, and then there's a clip from obviously like E Channel and TMZ or something where she says she was talking to her grandma. Hey, grandma, that fireplace? That picture, the whatever on the fireplace? Yeah, me and Pete, we decided to, we thought about you and to honor you, we had sex in front of that fireplace. I'm like, what? Like, this is the woman that is helping these, convicts get out of prison. All this like
She's got
really?
range, bro. That's what it says.
I mean, I'm
That's
like,
all it says is she's got range.
I get
Rob's
it.
Rob's pissed because she took over for Paris Hilton.
Oh, hey, One Night in
'Cause
Paris.
Paris
I've seen that
Hilton
one.
like should have been a much bigger reality show.
She should have. Yeah, that's hot.
Oh yeah. Did you watch The Simple Life, Robbie?
A little bit. Yeah.
How
Her
did
and,
was that
and Richie?
Yeah.
was that a
Simple Richie.
was that her first show or
I think so.
okay? So she had the sex tape, but then that didn't turn into like a reality show on network TV immediately. So what did she do? What was the in between? Just being a party girl, or whatever,
Paris.
makeup, fashion.
Paris.
Yeah. Like she got famous all
so
of a sudden
Paris
because of the
is-
video,
Well, her dad is.
but
a
we
Hilton.
knew
But
like,
she-
yeah.
Paris, I guess, like she had a whole documentary on YouTube last year, 2020, one of those years.
Oh yeah. She's, yeah. Like, I have
About
to
the
go on
school
there.
that she went
Yeah.
to, and she went before Congress and spoke and was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Can we please with enough with this?" But
What's the deal? She I've read some of those articles where she's talking about it and she talks about it in a way where she remembers it, but she doesn't remember a face or a name.
Oh no! She's naming names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she did a whole documentary about it.
But like the
I
actual
mean,
people that did it, or like the head, like the people that like.
the school. I mean, the school's.
I'm
the one
talking
that's in
about
charge.
like when
like
she's describing like what, like who did what. It's
in the
it's,
documentary, like 5 other
like
girls
people did
that were
things.
in the school with her
Yeah.
were there,
Well-
and their story is exactly the same. And I guess like it's big enough that she went to Congress with it. It's not. I don't think it's made up.
It's funny. And
Okay, I'm just saying, like, people can be charged for that, right? Because she was saying
Yeah.
like there was just something very like
It seemed like there was a sexual element to it.
Like,
that
yeah,
should
there were
be
like some
pursued.
people putting things in, like fingers, like things I've
But
heard,
the-
like
the
chiropractors
thing
did
about
to the
those things
gymnasts and
there's
stuff.
like a statute of limitations, and she was like in high school when it happened. So in the state of California, there's statutes on that you can't even pursue it legally.
Anyway, the way it was described, and it was a quote from her, was like some people, but they definitely weren't doctors or something. They definitely weren't just like kind of like, I don't know, maybe she was like really like effed up and at the time like on drugs and like partying and all that kind of stuff. She didn't remember, but just the way it was described in it was like very not very little detail at
Her
all.
parents had her kidnapped in the night they lived in like they had the top floor of whatever hotel they were in New York.
Mhm.
And they literally had like the door broke in and 2 big guys grab her from her bed and kidnap her.
Mhm.
And then that was her experience to go to that school. And then they just
Because-
gave them full
yeah.
court. Yeah, because she was sneaking out and doing the, the party scene at whatever age.
Yeah, because I mean, what do you do if your minor child is like sneaking out and putting themselves in danger with adults
yeah,
and like hard drugs and alcohol and all that? And
yeah.
it's like, so you can like kind of paint it that way, but it's like, and then she
Yeah.
barricades herself in a luxurious hotel room that you provide for them. And like, what are you supposed to do? Be like, honey, come out, please.
Yeah.
No, you hire big dudes to kick the door down and take her to a facility that treats things like, and it's like, and then how do you treat someone like that? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's like, that's I guess probably the damage was done early. So how do you treat, like, I don't know, but
Her aunt
I don't know.
is Kyle Richards, who's in the Halloween movies, Robbie. We'll talk about it
Oh.
next week.
Okay.
People like that, it's
However-
like, it's just really like, I guess it's a shame that it doesn't get out because it's like, well, look, like you kind of made your
No,
living
it's
as like
out.
a,
That's what I'm saying. It's out.
it's out, but it doesn't really get, she doesn't get a lot of sympathy. I realize it's out. We're talking about it, I read about it, but like, because it's like you kind of made your bones like being a party girl. So it's like,
She's almost a billionaire. Like that's her goal is to
yeah.
be a billionaire. And she's like,
Oh,
it's
okay.
all
I thought her
like,
goal was to help people, women
No.
that got abused in the schools
oh no.
be a billionaire
No.
first.
Yeah, I think in the
Yeah.
documentary that I saw, it was pretty clear that she was like had a goal and it was to be that. And I think that all of her money is like with the perfumes and the makeup, and like she has this insane fan base. Like people, maybe it's, you know, bigger than the United States. Like she has a huge fan base. Like people are obsessed with her.
Yeah, I put her in the same category. I didn't really know like much about, didn't watch the reality shows, whatever, like was
Yeah.
aware of a sex tape. It's
Oh,
like,
I don't know if she had a sex tape. Did she?
oh, yeah, that's how like she became. Yeah, that's how she became. That's why I brought her up, because that was like a Kim K moment. Like she had that first.
Kim K was Paris Hilton's. I'm sorry, I had like the connection of that. Kim K was her like
Almost
she used to be into
assistant.
clothes, like her assistant, like she would help her like a buyer, clothes buyer,
Oh,
because they
really?
had the Dash thing. So she was like
Okay.
she helped her with her outfits. I don't know what that, I can't think of what that's
Okay.
called, but
No,
yeah.
but Paris Hilton had a sex tape, and that's kind of how she got like famous.
Okay. I didn't
Like
know
how
that.
like household name. Like other than, obviously you knew there were like children that had the Hilton last name that would inherit whatever, but like that's how she became a household name.
Okay.
Oh, I got it. You just planted the idea into my head, Chris. How to make Endless Ranters a household name. One of us is gonna have to put out a sex tape. Who will it be?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Robbie
be me. I have
volunteered
the best
earlier.
body, you guys. It's got to be me. It's gotta
Robbie
be me.
said
Settled.
Robbie said
No,
he's going to do
settled.
it when he
Settle.
well, we'll get
Yeah.
into that, but I had
I'll do it after I lose
Another
the baby
way.
weight.
he had a scenario. We'll get into that later, but like on the Alex Jones thing. So my hypothetical was like, so you're just a regular family, right? You know, and you're just sitting there, and like there's some tragedy, you know, happens to your family, right? It's just devastating. It's got to be debilitating. Like you know,
Totally.
I just can't imagine, right? And
Right.
then, and it's just like, but you know, you still got to like sludge along and like pay the mortgage and pay the bills and go to work. Eventually, got to go back to work and whatever. Gonna deal with all that, and then it's like you get $120 million because, like, I think that's one of the details was like the family that had that happen, where like, you know, one of the people, you know, like one of the Alex Jones listeners came and harassed them and like peed on their son's grave. Like their judgment was like $120 million.
Wild.
And it's like,
Mm.
it's not going to bring it back. Like, so it's like, you know, would you not want that to happen and then like have to just live with life, or would it like, if it happened and you could get $120 million, would you take that deal? Because it's like, if the person didn't do that, that doesn't mean your child comes back to life.
Yeah.
And really all they did was nothing, because it's, you know, your child's body is fine and your child's spirit is intact wherever it might be, wherever you believe it's going to be. So it's like, but now you have $120 million and like your family's set for life, and the siblings of your child, you know, of your slain child, like
Well, hopefully they
have it
use the money
easy
for
and like you
something
use
good.
yeah, I mean, you could say like, well, you donate half of it to like whatever,
Gun control.
maybe
I don't know.
whatever,
School
you know,
shooting funds, like
whatever,
for parents that don't have a wash like that. You know,
whatever
what I mean?
you believe in,
Yeah.
you're kind of generating and assuming that this Alex Jones has actually the money, which
Yeah,
you know,
you're
he
not going to
doesn't,
get
but
the
like,
money, right? It's just a
yeah,
judgment.
like, but you're like generating, like you can do something and like, you know,
Yeah.
and like take that money and do good, or like all your family and like, you know, your kids and their kids and all that are going to be set, and you're better equipped to deal with the crushing depression that, you know, is on you still because of this loss you suffered, you know, like I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of a terrible hypothetical. Like, would you take that deal? Like, someone will do something horrible to you, but it's like something that's just really,
Your child is
it's
gone
really,
either way.
it's
Your
really
child
sticks
is
and
gone either
stones.
way, or
It's really, you suffer some sticks and stones, albeit, horrific and really hurtful, but it's sticks and stones.
yeah.
And you and your kin are set for life. I don't know. Kind of a weird thing, but I guess I thought about that because it's like, man, how much is that worth? Like, how much is that worth? So now, like, to lighten it up, here's my movie idea.
Okay.
Thank God.
Ooh, I was like, I don't know where to go with this. I'm
Right.
whew,
So this is the Rob
got the
sex tape movie.
vapors. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. No,
That's
so
not a
like
hypothetical.
that the $965 million settlement was awarded by a jury, right? It wasn't a judge that was like, I'm gonna like make a name for myself. It was like a jury of his peers or whatever. They were like, we're gonna award $1 billion. Like, that's a hell of a precedent to set for sticks and stones, for saying mean things, whatever. Horrible, horrible, horrible things, right? Horrible things that I wouldn't wish on anybody,
Right.
but like, that's a precedent. So now what happens? Like, one of those jurors that thought that'd be a good idea happens to be a really horrible gossip monger in the neighborhood. Right. It's just,
Okay.
it's just Jeannie Smith, that lives down the street. She's a real horrible gossip monger at the church meetings, at the YMCA. And she started a rumor about somebody like having an affair with the waitress at the diner. Right. And it kind of like wrecked somebody's life for a while.
Fucking Genie.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm,
The husband who she started the rumor about was like, this wife was threatening to divorce him and like all these things. And like, the poor waitress lost her job. And it's like, well, now they sue this woman. Now they sue the gossip monger because she kind of made up a story like Alex Jones did. And no, she's not going to get $1 billion, but she's going to get awarded $8 million. And she doesn't have it, of course. But her
Oh.
life's wrecked. Her future earning is gone because she made up a story about someone,
Yeah.
used her platform as like, like a deacon at the church. She like to spread this nasty rumor,
Well, that
turns out it was
MIA
wrong.
girl-
It hurt people. Didn't kill anybody. Again, sticks and stones,
Yeah.
but hurtful, damaging, like really caused a lot of stress.
That
Distress,
Mia girl or
and,
MIA, Robbie, remember that
Oh
story?
yeah, yeah.
She made she linked the comparison to celebrities that were pushing the vaccine on people.
Mhm.
That, are they liable in the same essence? And then she got kicked off Twitter or she got dropped from a GQ ad or campaign because
Yeah.
they said they didn't want to deal with her anymore. But she also did mention that on Twitter it was trending about vaccines and about, so maybe
Mhm.
I just hope everybody on that jury that was like, we should award him $1 billion. I hope they've never spread a rumor
Yeah.
Yeah.
that hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Because again, they would get $1 billion, but maybe they would get, I don't know, $800,000 for liking a Facebook post.
It's weird that
like,
could
how are
be
we
where
going to
we're
start?
at.
Yeah. How can we start divvying this up and like, making people pay for,
I have been bullied in that Adam Carolla group. I've been called a C word last month. Like, it's, I might have to go after them, not just
well,
as an
I already
admin.
said I was sorry. How many times do I have to apologize for that?
Yeah, you know me. I need all the apologies.
But yeah, it's kind of I don't know, sticks and stones. People paying a lot for that.
Yeah. Well,
And again, it's like
crazy.
he should suffer some punishment. You know what I mean? Like,
They said he was on his show kind of laughing about it, which is really horrible.
yeah, I mean,
I
I
don't
think
watch
that's
his
his
show. I
game.
don't even know where you find it.
Yeah.
Is it on YouTube or do you have to subscribe?
I think he was kicked out.
I think it's
We're
just
still-
on his website.
Yeah. Alex Jones, right?
www.
I think
Yeah.
it's just his own website. Yeah. I don't
Yeah, he
I don't
got
but I
kicked
don't, I
out.
don't know. Yeah, he's off everything.
I think he's off pretty much everything that I know of.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about his time on Rogan? Did you guys ever watch that or see it or listen?
Yeah. It was usually pretty entertaining,
Okay.
but I can't say I learned much from it.
He
He's
just
just
off
yeah,
the
he's just
chain.
kind of a little
He's
goofy.
all over the fucking place.
He's
He
all over
snuck
the
Yeah, I
into
feel
that
bad not
Bohemian
talking.
Grove though, and he has like the only footage of what went on there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I didn't have a stroke.
I feel bad like having an opinion on him because it's like I really haven't spent a lot of time watching or listening to him because the few segments I have, yeah, it's like all over the place, like
Yes.
just throwing a lot of things at the board and seeing what sticks.
Mhm.
I think that's part of the reason they want to shut him up because it's like they don't really want people like that, like
Yeah.
that have
Some
big
of the stuff sticks. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want people with big followings that are like willing to say all kinds of crazy shit because they're gonna be right 1 out of 100 times, and it's gonna like
Yeah.
like some like clandestine group of the FBI is gonna be like, "Fuck, man, we're gonna have to change. We're gonna have to change our code name. Damn
That's our department. Damn it. Yeah.
Like he just guessed it, but he was right. We're gonna change our code name, and we're gonna change our.
But he was around like before TikTok was educating people on like operations that have Mockingbird and things like that have been going on that people like Russ know about, but not everybody is educated on things that have happened to our country and our people, you know, at the hands of the government. And I think he's been early onset of speaking about those things. And of course, shut up.
Last thing I'd have to say about that and this subject, maybe, and then you guys can keep going, but like conspiracy theories, there's a Russell Brand did a video months ago. I think I even brought it up on the show months ago about, and he was quoting someone else. And that person was basically, the quote was basically saying like conspiracy theories are that, but they're usually like, there's some element, like something happened. Like they don't just come out of the thin air.
Yeah.
Like there's some, like, even if it's only half true or something, there's some element of like, so when people are like, the vaccine is like gonna have a microchip in it, it's like, that's not happening. And that's a crazy conspiracy theory. But it's because like there are stories, like real news stories about them trying to make vaccines with microchips in them. Like because they're trying to do stuff like that, or because like Bill Gates is like just gave, because Bill Gates like gave $2 million in funding to some company that is trying to do something like that. So it's like it's usually like it's kooky, but like I don't know.
It's terrifying.
Like when you see the sky turn gray and like the wind start blowing, like it doesn't mean it's going to rain, but it might pay attention a little bit. It might rain.
There's indicators for sure.
Yeah. So
and there
that
are
was
people that speak about it and they get silenced. But like if you listen and you hear it and then you do your own research or you think, your own thoughts, you can figure it out. Like you can see that, maybe it's a little weird. Maybe I shouldn't.
There's a weird element to like where it's like, oh, so like a lot of people were thinking this at the same time, like on their own, like, like Adam Carolla would say, like someone else thought like there's someone else that does Florida or Germany, or, like way back in the day. It's like, well, and he was just like, and his idea was just like, well, yeah, like I thought of it. So like chances are with like 8 billion people on the planet, someone else might have the same thought.
Yeah. About stealing jokes, right?
So, or someone else might have noticed the same pattern.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like in that case with a lot of these crazy conspiracies, it's like they happen because like more than one person on a platform, like,
well, and they're saying that like people of color are a little bit more like maybe not so much into it. Like maybe they've just seen a little bit more, or maybe they've experienced or lived a little bit more and not as trustworthy of
as far as
the man has to say,
or
what
more
the doctors have to say. You experience differently.
Yeah.
I remember my son went to the doctors with me one time, and when we left, he said, "Mom, they literally treat you different because you're brown." And I was like, "What?" And I'm like, "That's just the way they treat me." And he's like, "No, it's because you're brown." Like he knew it. My kids are both white, so it was like interesting. That's just the way the doctors treat me. So
I can believe that.
Yeah. They don't take your word as much, or maybe you're.
Yeah, it took me like, I don't know, I guess I was like 48 or 49 when COVID came around. And I was like, that's how, for me, like, it's like that's how long it took me to realize, like, oh, these fuckers, maybe they're not looking out for me.
No, it's a business.
I went 48
That's
years
it.
thinking like these people all care a lot about me.
Yeah. No.
Like I just get,
Psych.
like,
You just have to be really sick for a while to realize how much of a business. It's an absolute business. It's the craziest experience ever. Like when you're seeking help, but you have to go through insurance companies and your doctor's like, oh, let's do this. And the insurance company's like, she doesn't need that. Like, what? Like my doctor said, I do need that. And they're like, no, you don't need that. Like, it's wild. It's wild how big of a business it is. It's just crazy. And there are things within that business that generate money. Vaccines and injections they're just money generators.
yeah,
I had injections in my back because I have some bulging discs. Like the injections, the insurance approved it like within a day. Most stuff it takes weeks to get approved, but injections are like, yes, you need those. So it's wild. It's a wild business. And God bless them. They're doing great. They're killing it. Every time I go to the pharmacy to pick up medicine, I'm like, wow,
yeah. Take a look at, like, if you go to like a CVS
Mhm.
and you can see like the racks
Yeah.
of all the white paper bags that have staples and receipts, receipts stapled to them, like,
Money,
and like
money,
the
money.
bins. And like for me, like, I'll see him like, I don't have any prescriptions now, but like I'll see him go to like the tea section,
Yeah.
and there's like, to find mine, and there's like 50 in the tea bin. Like,
Yeah.
damn, there's a lot of people like, getting a lot of drugs from this just this one CVS, this
Yes.
one CVS in like a pretty small town. There's a lot of people.
I used to
A lot
pick
of
up
people.
prescriptions for Bill at the pharmacy and at Kaiser. So it was like a hospital pharmacy. The line sometimes is wrapped around. Like it's just insane. And that's not with the 6-foot distance. Like this is current times. The line is wrapped around of just everybody looks fat and drug addicted. Like I need my script. Like you can just see it in their eyes. Like they need it. It's so weird. Like it's
all the
just
white people.
craziest thing.
Tell the white people to go to the doctors like, hey doc, I'd like to have, I saw this on TV, I'd like to have it. And they're like, yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah.
But the brown folks are like, hey, I saw this. They're like, I don't know.
I don't know if you need
I don't
that.
know. Like,
Here,
are you
munch on
sure
this
you
cactus
did it?
instead.
Like,
Yeah. Yes.
like what channel did you see? Yeah. I mean, I appreciate
Telemundo.
that fact that, people have like different experiences with that.
Women and men too. Women's health is way different than men's health. Like my brother, when he goes to the doctor, like right in, gets tests, whatever. Like it's just women and men's health is different too. They treat men like, oh, you absolutely know what's wrong with you. But
That's
a woman,
probably
they're
'cause
like,
I
"Are
think
you
that's
sure?"
that's really like a woman on woman crime though. 'Cause it's like the nurse,
A million
the nurse
percent.
is a woman, the scheduler's a woman. They're just like,
They have to see doctors too. So they do
like,
know.
oh, like this hussy wants to come in here in these yoga pants, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, like she can wait. This bee can wait. They're probably like eyeing you up as you walk in, like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she looks like she's having a good day. Let's put an end to that. Like,
I'm
she looks
never
pretty
having a
full.
good day and I don't wear yoga pants out of the
She looks
house.
pretty-
That's not me.
She walked up here and was like, how you doing? Like, I didn't like the sound of that. I didn't like her tone.
Yes. 1,000,000%.
She can wait. Yeah.
Quick on the draw.
Yeah. So that's probably what that is.
Okay, good. Good.
And
to
I
know.
walk in, it's just like, they're just like, man, I got to get this guy out of the lobby.
Yeah.
Like, just get this guy, put this guy in a room.
This fucking weirdo.
Yeah. So people that have different, I mean, I learned that listen to the Hoteps too. Like they just have like a different, like their experience with the healthcare industry is just different. Like black
Yes.
folks, brown folks, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it is. 1,000,000%. Sad, but true.
And then it becomes like a
Thanks,
self-fulfilling
Obama.
prophecy too. You know, my dad was very suspicious of like the medical industry.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy to where like, yeah, I think so. He had some issues late in life because he was so suspicious that he wouldn't go. Like
Mm.
he was like, oh no. It's like, no. There are some diseases that like they've actually,
That's
there's
me.
a real simple medication you can take.
Yeah, I'm
like-
on to them. And
It's like $10 a month.
Yeah, I'm good.
It's like, oh no, they're not getting my $10 a month. It's like, okay, well, now you
That's
can't
how
see.
it starts.
Now you can't see and you had a seizure. So you won.
Great. Oh, I'm
You showed
sorry in
them
advance,
like
Kylie.
you're a crazy rebel.
Oh, I'm gonna be singing Grateful Dead songs and senile with lumps all over me.
Kylie's gonna have to find a nursing home that's like outside. Like, no, it's all tents and yurts,
Yes. I'm in.
off the grid,
Off the
convalescent
grid.
home. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. She's
Yeah,
probably already
yeah.
on it. God bless her. She's so sweet.
I should invent this, really, for real.
You really should. I would go immediately.
But
They
put them
treat
to
it
work.
mushrooms and
Mhm.
marijuana cigarettes.
That'd definitely be one of those places in California where they would put you in the ground. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, I want to be a tree. I told
after you die, yeah,
take my
they
ashes,
definitely.
put them in a bulb, and plant me around the place where the old people go,
Mhm.
the old hippies go to die.
Like a
It's-
lemon tree.
It's
Yeah.
funny you
Meyer
guys are talking about this because I've actually recently changed my my
Death wish?
Your
posts.
death
Yeah.
instructions.
Yeah. What to do with me after
You want to
I'm
be with
done.
me in a tree?
Well, that is very tempting. I
Draw a
kind of
penis
want
on my forehead.
no. I kind of want to have I want to have people have like a nice laugh before we all depart. We split ways forever. So I want to be shot out of a cannon and into the ocean. Just I don't want to be embalmed or any of that. Just
Oh,
like
I was gonna say like
full body. Okay.
yeah.
I was gonna say have you in the casket, but
No.
don't draw a penis on your forehead. Draw it on like your cheek that's facing the inside of the casket.
no,
so
or better-
people would
okay.
only see it when they walk up.
No, I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna take what you're suggesting, and everyone can draw my body whatever the fuck they want, a dick, a text, and tag my body with like the most filthiest jokes or
I would keep it
insults.
tasteful.
I mean, whatever you want to do, but yeah, I'm gonna be like, look, you could draw a dick wherever you want on his fucking corpse. Now he's gone.
No, left cheek. So when people come up and they're just like, I'm gonna say my final piece, they're just like, oh my god, oh fuck.
That would
Who
assume
did that?
That would assume
did
that they
that?
put him in the casket face down, though. I don't think. I mean, you're
No,
not gonna
no,
flip
on like
him.
the left, like so, like
Oh, left cheek. I'm sorry. I immediately
Yeah.
thought of his butt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's on
Face
me.
down.
My bad. My bad.
oh, that.
Ass up.
That would be
Ass up.
funny. Yeah, bury him ass up. It was his last wishes.
Oh yeah. Get that
Well, yeah.
tattooed on your chest. My last wishes. Buried upside down. This side down.
Shot out of a cannon. Yeah, that's the way I want to go.
All right, so got it. Wrap you up in a dick suit and shoot you at it. One way or another. One way or another, your body's being desecrated.
For sure.
If we have anything to say about this, it's happening.
I think it's officially on the record, man. Fuck.
It's on
All right.
YouTube anyways. Oh Lord.
Exactly.
Lord. Oh Lord.
Yeah. Anyway, that was the last thing I had to say about it. Whatever we were talking about, I think I said something.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
We
Oh,
were talking about healthcare for the brown people, and Manny immediately went straight to his death, and we're gonna shoot
Well,
him
no,
out of the
because-
cannon in a dick suit. Done. The recap.
mhm.
Yep. Good. For those that missed it.
No, because you're the first one that brought up about wanting to be buried as a plant. I was just
Yeah,
like,
a
I heard
tree.
about that before, and yeah, that was very tempting. But then I just think the idea of being shot out of a cannon is very funny. And
That is fun. It's
Yeah.
it's fun. That's fun.
just have someone off on the sides just with the snare drum doing the drum roll.
But dead
Yeah.
bodies float, so I feel like this is going to be a problem. Like you'll just roll
All
back
right.
into the waves.
Take
will
out
bring
all
your
my
body back in.
organs, clean out my insides, and just fill me with as many weights as
This
you
is
can.
a
Well,
lot.
the
You're
scrotum
asking a
part,
lot.
the scrotum part of the
Yeah.
dick suit is filled with sand.
Scrotum sand, huh? I got you.
Scrotum
Well, it's like
sand.
it's like the base for your basketball hoop in the driveway.
Yeah.
You gotta fill
Oh,
it
I
with sand
I didn't know it's the same type.
so it doesn't get
okay.
blown over by the wind.
Right.
Mhm. That's what it's made for.
Wow. Yeah.
It's good design. They put a lot of thought into design.
Well,
Moving
oh,
on,
boy.
guys.
How about you, Rob? How do you want to go out?
How do I want to go out?
Mm-hmm. How can we
Mm,
make a mockery of your death?
I don't, not in pain, but once I'm out, I don't care.
Oh, we don't care how you die, just like how you want to be remembered.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Shoot me up to Mars. I don't know. Send me there.
Okay. No.
You're not William Shatner. Just
Okay. Well, okay.
chill.
Why don't we do this?
Chill.
Why don't
You're
we
not
do?
even a
He's,
Mexican
he-
William Shatner. Stop.
Just think
Just
about what kind of
stop.
suit you want to be dressed in and get back to us.
Suit. Okay, birthday suit.
Obviously, Dick suits out.
Yeah.
Spoken for, bitch.
I got tree suit. Yeah.
Trees.
I'm thinking chipmunk. Go full like Halloween costume. Oh no,
Uh-huh.
Hulk suit. Done.
Hulk.
Done and
Hulk.
done.
Okay.
The Hulk.
Hulk is kind of in right now.
You've already been the Hulk.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
There's a picture of me wearing a Superman suit from I don't know, about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. Superman.
How about you, Chris? How you going out?
I don't know. I don't plan on dying.
Oh, good.
Oh, shit.
Highlander, full
To be honest
Highlander.
with you.
No, he's a vampire, dude. Watch out.
Highlander, not a vampire. Come on.
Train my
Highlander
body.
vampire.
I've trained my body to age
He's
slower.
not cool enough to be a vampire. He's a Highlander.
Yeah.
I
You
trained
know
my
what?
body to age slower, and now the bees give me advice.
Oh, the bees. Yeah.
Oh, there's something in my door making a buzzing. The last time I
Ooh.
left this group chat, I was like, what is that noise? And it was like an actual buzzing sound, like coming from my door. Do you think I might have bees? Do you want to hear it? I don't know if you
Not
can
right
hear it.
now. I mean,
Okay.
you know, you
Yeah,
maybe
I'll
like
send it to you
record it
later.
and send it to me later, and I'll play it for him. I mean, I'll listen to it myself by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
hey guys, transcribe this for me.
I'm just telling you, it's
No, I will-
it's a
I will
loud
be- yeah.
buzzing. I'm scared to open
Fair.
the door.
You shouldn't be scared. That's one thing. Like I mean, the bees, like they go into modes. Like if they're just like looking for nectar, they don't really care. Like they don't really see as a threat. You know, like you got to do something to agitate them. Like you can even like kind of brush them away or whatever, you know, just like, or I can.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
Yeah. Probably for me. I
the
shouldn't open the door.
uninitiated shouldn't
I
try
should
this.
just go out the back door now from now on.
Now just walk out slowly.
Okay.
slowly.
It sounds like it's right in my door frame now. Like it's maybe trapped.
Oh yeah, they might be. You might have a hive in there inside your door, inside your house,
Interesting.
in the walls. You could have.
Interesting. It's pretty loud. I'll send it to you guys.
Wasps are confusing because we have like all kinds of different shaped wasps flying around all the time.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've noticed
Mud
some of them are
daubers, like-
mostly black. There's like all different color ones.
There's all kinds. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what they do. They don't make honey.
They sting.
They do sting.
They will bite you.
I think they eat little bugs like aphids and things like that.
Well, then that's
Just
a
stay
good
out of the
thing.
way. That's the best thing you could do.
Yeah, we don't like them.
Okay, I will do that. Well, I mean, I will have to open my front door at some point. So, I mean,
Monkey's
I
uncle.
guess so.
Yeah, he says, okay, he's got a good idea for me. Zoot suit. There you go.
oh,
Zoot
okay,
suit.
yeah, very fancy. You do get
Yeah.
fancy. sometimes.
Yeah,
That's
put the
good.
that?
chain.
What's a zoot suit? It's like a pimp suit.
Well, it kind of looks like it would be,
It's
but
like a
just-
flapper, like the pinstripes, long tails,
Mhm.
good.
Oh, okay,
shoes,
okay, like Dick
dapper,
Tracy
dapper.
type of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of them we used to wear the was it the
Suspenders.
pocket
as well.
watches and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
I can see Rob pulling that off.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, I have
can
a
do that.
bucket list. If we wanted to move on, I have a bucket list item and a shout out.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Quana left.
She'll
My,
be
my,
back, don't worry.
well, I guess I'll start with the shout out. I don't know if you got, Adam Carolla's bucket list items. So,
Mhm.
but my bucket list item is I walk in front door. There's dusty breeze behind me.
Uh-huh.
My wife says, what troubles you, husband? Just like that.
Uh-huh.
And I say, there's an evil wind blowing in from the east. So, but it's all set up because she's like, what troubles you, husband?
Yeah, yeah.
Because
She
like
has to
nothing,
say that.
you can't be like, I got a flat tire on the way home.
Yeah,
It has to be something serious.
yeah.
Like if your
Okay.
wife speaks to you like that,
Mm-hmm,
there's
mm-hmm.
I
definitely
want
like,
to.
there's probably like evil spirits going on.
I want to meet the couple that does speak like that because it's so
I
like.
know. Yeah.
Trouble.
Like that's, like that's how you should want to be addressed.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. You haven't been married that long, Robbie. You might be able to, put that into your rider, in your vows. Like,
Yeah. I
He doesn't
yeah.
sound all too convinced about it.
No, yeah, I could put it in my marriage writer, right?
rider,
Yeah.
your rider. Yep.
Yeah, it's already too late for the
AKA vows.
vows, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yes, too late for the prenup, so I can't do that. Can't put it on a prenup. So yeah.
What are we doing? What are we
I
not
shared a bucket list item,
Oh, good. Good.
but the moment's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, I'm fine. I missed it.
It's
I don't
okay.
need to
Shout
be
out
part of your
for-
bucket list.
But you're just in time for the shout out, I think, right?
Yeah, I have a special shout out to the guy in every Facebook group that, someone will post something, right, in a Facebook group. And after like 30 people comment, there's always a guy that will make this comment. Who gives a fuck? Question mark. I just want to toast that guy.
Yeah.
Because like you're on a platform where the interface is literally showing you like 20 people gave a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, there's 37 people that like this, that
Yeah.
gave a fuck, that reacted in some way. There's like 37 people that commented in some way. Like,
Yeah.
and then you're the first thought that pops in your head is who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I get what they're saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I get the spirit. They're like, I don't want to, like, they don't want to talk about this, but it's like
Yeah.
obviously other people want to talk about it or have feelings about it. So
Well, shout out to that guy.
yeah, all of you out there in the
All
internet,
of you. And you know what? Maybe
you
don't
didn't
be that
exist
guy.
25 years ago. They didn't even exist.
Yeah.
Or did
Yeah.
No, they were always there. They just didn't have a way to.
just waiting for their technology,
time. Yeah, they were waiting.
their
for that.
platform.
They were
Yeah.
probably saying, F this to other things. Like they were at the parts store and like, yelling at people in the parking lot and stuff.
Probably
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I like
beating your wives and stuff. Yeah, that's the kind of same people that say these types of things in Facebook groups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to
that's
give a
pretty
shout out.
specific.
Can I shout out the two guys? The guy that in the comments will call someone a libtard, and then the other guy that will call the other person a conservator.
Those are
I've never
special.
heard that one.
Where are you guys hanging out? I've never heard that.
I've seen these. I know these terms exist. I've seen them used, but I'm just like, man, I just never even thought like
Yeah.
Libturd.
A libtard
libtard.
A libtard
and
conservator.
conservator.
That's funny.
Oh,
I can't-
speaking of conservator, no. I'm
not even comfortable saying woke, like
yeah,
like calling
Yeah.
people woke. Like,
Don't say that. No.
yeah, because it's
Woke
like
is me.
What I do, I am, like alt-right Latinas. That's something.
oh, Chris loves
those are beautiful
alt-right
people.
Latinas.
Yeah.
That sounds like a porn sub.
Well, all
It
you
should
guys,
be.
like you guys are going to be linked soon. So
Yeah.
Are we?
Arm in arm. Well, you're connected to
Mhm.
Chris.
yeah, just a matter of time. Yeah,
I have a Quana, I have a question, or
Oh,
with you
boy.
guys. Okay, I saw somewhere where someone said, but when it came to Kanye, talking all this smack and saying whatever comes up in his mind, they said, "Oh, why did Britney have a conservatorship and Kanye doesn't?" But in my mind, what I say is don't they either shouldn't, none of them should have, right? Because if people like them, like Britney and Kanye, need someone kind of controlling them or their decisions or whatever, shouldn't thousands and thousands and thousands of people also have some sort of conservatorship from, with their parents or whatever? Because there's so many cuckoo people out there, so many people that say these random comments. Or
What's interesting, Robbie, about that is the lady who is behind Britney's conservatorship has been working to get Kanye in one. She also got Courtney Love into one. So it's interesting that her name's Lynn something. It's interesting that she is at the forefront of all of these conservatorships. So yes, I do believe that crazy people, if you're not, if you're so crazy you need to be locked up, then lock them up. But I don't think that Britney being able to make multi-million-dollar decisions about her life and being able to hold a Vegas, whatever that was, I can't think of the word of it, but residency. I think that requires a lot, and she was obviously mentally strong enough to do that. So,
who's to say that they have any say in that? She can't just go blow through her money and live on the streets.
It's wild.
Well,
it's wild.
It's kind of up to them, right?
But seriously, who's to say that
Mike Tyson lost all his money?
But I get
lots of people.
I get it because I get it because you see something happening and people get together and just like, we should not let this happen.
Yeah.
Like, we should not let this crazy person like blow through all their money. So they're like, we should go and like lobby for laws that give us power to make and then people abuse it and then there's a business that pops up that's like, every time that happens, a lawyer gets 15% of whatever that person's got. It's like, cause there's fees, there's big time money. And it's like, now, like when this happens, now there's like, you call 3 different services that offer this, it's like,
she does appear to be unstable though. I'm a huge Britney fan. I was a huge Free Britney fan before it was a thing. And it just, I don't know.
So you think like, and I'm not saying it's wrong, but like, so people think that she has a right to be protected from herself, that she has a right to have like, who's to say that she can't just blow through that money and then like get into like bad relationships with dudes where she's kind of dependent, whatever. Who's to say that she can't just live that life?
I think that she should absolutely be allowed to.
I think those people are protecting themselves more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Than they're protecting her.
That's the only thing I'm saying. Shouldn't we be allowed to make mistakes? Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are. I am.
Because the truth is Britney Spears could do that. She could lose it all.
Yep.
Get into a bunch of like, like married, like the, car dealership guy or whatever, like just married people, like marry like whoever, have that go badly. And then just like release a tell-all book or like a new album and be like, just fine.
Yeah.
So she'd be
She's
fine.
Britney Spears.
But like the business, like the family members around her, they're not really prepared for those kinds of dips.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they're kind of like, well,
she's saying
our
things
lifestyle,
like that. She's like, F
they're
you guys.
They're like, our lifestyle kind of requires you to be stable because we can't really afford to be poor for like a few years.
Exactly.
And then we can't count on you like coming back and having like a big whatever. We can't have that. So it's like, I understand why it happens, but it's like, maybe she can just be poor. Jewel tells a fake story about how she lost everything. Why can't Britney do the same thing?
Just lying, that Jewel. Stories.
Why can't Britney be like, I lost everything, where she still has like an $8 million mansion or whatever? Just make stuff up.
Yeah. Sometimes women get erratic when the moon is full. So I always give Brit a little credit for that. You can feel a little crazy sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess I get it why like some people, I guess that's good. Like if you have an army of people that want to protect you from yourself, I guess that's good. Like if you don't have anybody,
I don't think that the lady, I can't think of her name. It's like Lynn Woods or Lynn something. but she is like responsible for a bunch of like there's a conspiracy theory about the conservatorships and the people that have been put into them and why, and they
Big
are
money.
desperately trying to put Kanye into one. Absolutely.
big
And
money.
with Kris Jenner at the helm, I mean, he must be terrified of that. Maybe that's why he's acting out. That is the most powerful woman. I feel like she's so powerful.
Yeah.
And now that she's messing with the Clintons, I mean, come on, that's a powerful woman,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
in my opinion.
Speaking of conservatorships and family and stuff like that, I don't know how much time we have, but have you
Not
guys been keeping up with 50 Cent's son?
No.
So,
Is he
What's going
on-
on?
so 50 Cent's son is 26 years old, and he's been kind of making the rounds on social media and kind of putting his dad on blast, Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent, about how
Really?
he only gets I guess he was getting, even though he's an adult, I don't know how this works. He was getting $6,700 a month.
Having trouble with Robbie's connection over here.
Uh-oh.
I can hear
Uh-oh.
him.
You can hear me?
I can too.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, he was
There's
getting
no way he only has one son.
Yeah, oh,
First
Yeah,
off.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's
When
why
you're
it's
like 50
split
Cent's
up.
son, I'm like, oh,
Yeah, which one?
you mean
Yeah,
50
right.
Junior? No,
Yeah.
I don't know. He's got to have, or either that, or he's just really unlucky and he's got like 18 daughters.
Yeah.
Not
So-
unlucky, but like, the odds would be against that. Like,
So his name is Marquis. So he was once a beneficiary of $25,000 a month as support before the courts lowered it. So now he's only getting, I guess, $6,700 a
How old
month.
is he?
oh, he
He's
wishes
26.
that his dad, like
Goodness.
someone had a conservatorship,
Right?
Yeah.
like when he was at his heyday,
Yeah.
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 Wild.
But if he's 26, I don't know how that works. I'll have to look into it more, because once you're 18, like, dude, go get yourself a job. Or if you get 67, be happy. 6,700 a month, be happy. I know you want more.
man, that makes me think of this thing. Like Adam Carolla was talking about, we can wrap up after this, but like, he was talking about, like, sometimes I think Adam's like kind of like becoming a little less self-aware. Like he was talking about how his son doesn't want to get is not interested in driving a car, even though he's been around cars, whatever. It's like, but then like it's kind of electric bike,
Yeah.
like Uber, you got an Uber Eats account, you get like do whatever. It's like, I'm telling you, if those things didn't exist, he'd be like, I need a car. I need access to a car as soon as possible, so that I can go get a taco, or I can go get something. Like, I'm not saying that's 100%, but like,
Yeah.
if you're giving your kid all these luxuries, like,
Rides.
it doesn't matter if you have a warehouse full of cars. All he's thinking about is like, I'm going to sell that car.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to
exactly.
sell that car when you die. Like, that's not going to like inspire him to want to get his license and drive and be responsible for things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think kids are scared. I remember when I was a kid, I just wanted to have my license. I wanted to have it so bad, but Kylie didn't get hers till she was 18. I remember thinking like, why aren't you at the DMV? Like, what's happening? Why aren't you getting your
They're
license?
scared. What do you mean?
Like, I just think that, I don't know, just like scared of driving or the freedom. I think that we protect them and we keep them kind of sheltered. And also, I was the driver. I was driving her everywhere she wanted to go. So she didn't really need to be a driver. Like, she wasn't into it. Maybe just some kids aren't as into it. Because
Okay.
Natalia
That's
is. Natalia's been driving, if you listen to For Crying Out Loud, which I do, she's been driving without a license since she was like 14 and a half, maybe 15, right?
Yeah. When I wanted to drive, I guess like I knew accidents happen, but they couldn't happen to me.
That's right.
Right.
But like now, like all you're doing is like Tiger Woods flipped his car. like, oh, maybe this could happen. Maybe they are.
Yeah.
Maybe this generation is looking at it differently. Like Paris Hilton wrecked her Lamborghini on the Sunset Strip, whatever the hell, like on Hollywood Boulevard, like because it's like a minor fender bender with paparazzi.
Paris Hilton is ancient to young kids now. They don't even know.
Oh
who
yeah,
she
they're like,
is,
who's
do
that?
they?
Yeah,
They're like, who's that, grandma?
that's true. Yeah. Well, she's making a comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TikTok.
But like Kim, whatever, like they see it
Yeah.
all the time, and like, yeah,
Totally.
like Tracy Moore, like that story, Tracy Morgan, just like driving along and getting run over by a Walmart truck or whatever.
And I think we just do more for our kids now. Like I used to be able to walk to the store, and I think that now kids are the parents drive them to the store. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I just think it's more comfortable. Like my mom's going to drive me, or I can get a ride from my dad, or my brother drives, I'll get a ride from my brother. Like there's different, like it's not as, it was seemed like that was your only way out of the hell that was your life, was getting in a car and leaving.
I think,
Life
I
is just
think
more
if,
comfortable now.
I'll give you the 18, but it's like, yeah, if your kids aren't like itching, competent the bit, like you
Yeah.
might be doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be
Totally.
doing something wrong. Cause like my son is already like looking at cars. Like I can tell he's already thinking about what car he's going to drive. As soon as he's sick, he's already like having these like irrational thoughts about like things are going to be going really
Starting-
well. When I turn 16, I'm going to have this car in the driveway. Like, look,
Nice. Better start
He's gonna
saving.
start asking
Like-
you for tips and pointers about car maintenance and
that, or
general
like he's
know-how.
he's all of a sudden he's like starting to like have a lot of suggestions about what cars we should get. So
Oh,
he's-
good.
and,
Yeah.
like he's starting to do the timing
Doing
on
the
like,
math every 4
yeah.
years.
So if
Yeah.
I like, it won't be my car, but if I borrow the car when I'm 16 and I show
Yeah.
up in this, it's like,
No vans.
he's like, yeah, Dad, you should get you should get that Toyota Tundra, like with a lift kit. Like, oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. Not the
Because I
white
think
kid on your
he's
van.
already thinking about like what, like he's going to look pretty cool, like showing up at school, getting out of that thing or whatever.
That's funny.
Like, slow down.
So I think he's
fly.
going to be ready.
He does seem like he's been transported from another dimension, though, with the mullet and the glasses. Like he feels like he's an old soul, an
Yeah,
old
yeah.
redneck soul.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of his, all his favorite country songs are like about drinking. I'm like, do you understand? Like, yeah.
Yeah. He's got an old redneck soul. It happens. What are you going to do?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do, Chris? You're
Well,
going
I
to get
don't
it
know.
on.
I am going to get it on, but I don't know. Yeah. Your kid should want to leave.
Yes, they should.
As much as you want to like make things nice for them, you got to start ratcheting it back.
Totally. Make it
By
horrible.
the time they turn 15 and a half and then get their learner's permit, they're like miserable.
Both
like-
my kids say that they would never move back home.
Yeah. At that
Perfect.
point in time, you want them like hating your guts.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
I'll get a side job. I'll get a POS car. Like, so I can
Yes.
just leave.
Leave out of here.
Yep.
One,
So there you go.
one bourbon, one scotch, one beer. Monkey's uncle says, play him George Thorogood's one bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
When I drink alone,
It's already his favorite
I
song.
prefer to be by myself. I like fun drinking songs, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of songs about getting off work and drinking.
Yeah.
right.
Well, he's living that life. He's already seen it.
Yeah. All right. So we got any business to take care of?
No, we're doing that in post now. So
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Robbie,
Manny,
got
you
thoughts?
recommend Smile, right? Go
I
watch
do.
Oh
Smile.
boy. I'm not watching that before next week. I'm just telling you right now, I cannot. Well, I mean,
it's fine. You don't have to if you
is
don't want
it?
to.
It's
but
yeah, it's too scary. That's too scary for me.
Yeah.
I'll try and watch the Halloween one.
Okay.
Jamie Lee
But everyone
Curtis.
else. Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary movies. All right. All right, everybody. We'll take care. We'll see you soon. And we really appreciate you watching, listening, and subscribing and liking and all that kind of stuff. Share with a friend
Coming to
or-
our
or
happy
an enemy.
hours.
or enemies.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Hanging
Yep.
down the YouTube comments in the chat. all
Yep.
that.
Love it.
Yeah. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. It's great to see everybody on the Zoom happy hour call too. If I had said that. Anyway, get it on, everybody.
Get it on.
Got to get it on.
Get it on, everybody.
Hmm. It's a mandate. Monkey's uncle's the best. He is like ride
That's cool.
or die in that chat.
For real, man. The chat was lit tonight, man.
I
Holy fuck.
know. I love it. Love it.
Man, I wish I could. It just makes me lose my chain of thought so much. I already have a hard time with that anyway.
Ira got upset and left. What's up?
He did for real.
Yeah, he said, not feeling the love.
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
It is a bummer.
Oh, okay. I'm not bummed out. Like, I feel no reason to make anybody feel loved. Although I do love Ira, but yeah.
It's not your job to make people feel loved, right?
No, definitely not.
That's good. I like that. I'm going to take that mantra to heart.
Mhm.
It's not my job.
In fact, after you talk to me, you should be thinking like, does anybody love me? Does
I
anybody
always
really
feel
love
like that. That's how I feel all the time. Are you kidding me? I live my life
Except for
questioning
you.
that.
Nah, you got like at least 3 or 4 people. Kidding. You have
Right?
dozens,
For sure, Kylie.
dozens.
For sure, Kylie.
Yeah, at least 1, 2.
Everybody else is like,
3.
what? Maybe. We're not recording still, are we?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're even still live.
What?
What should I do?
You can stop recording the audio. I don't know if you want to still stream
I think I'll stop the live stream.
for sure. That's probably better. I'm actually getting kind of hungry, man. I might dip out early and get something to eat.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
What's that?
We stop recording. It's brownie night here. I'm waiting for my brownies. There's vanilla ice cream downstairs, and it was just coming out of the oven as I was coming up here to start recording.
Whoa.
Nice.
That's the kind of dedication.
That's the what is it? Stream hard, play hard here at Endless
Mhm.
Ranters.
Yeah.
Didn't really go with beer. So I'm gonna go downstairs and destroy those.
For sure, man. Sounds like a blast.
All right, everybody.
All right, y'all. Till
Robbie.
next week.
Sweet hat.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is a fancy hat. Love
Ariel,
you guys.
come in your best costume next episode.
Oh
XO.
yeah.